Hi, I'm Kathleen Hudson, the director of the Texas Heritage Music Foundation, located in Kerrville, Texas, on the beautiful campus of Schreiner University. And I have been teaching at Schreiner University in the English department for about 28 years. So I am thrilled to be telling you some of my stories from on the road. I have just returned from Mexico. I have some stories about events that are upcoming, and I have one special thing to tell you about Ray Price. First, Mexico. Yes, San Miguel de Allende. I've been traveling there for 25 years, started off with some Schreiner classes. And this year, I have discovered a place, Casa del Diezmo on Jesus, where a Texas songwriter makes his home, and that would be Wade Ashley from Snyder, Texas. Nothing better than a Sunday morning buffet at this Casa del Diezmo, listening to Wade sing some original songs, but he also brings in his favorite, Robert Earl Keen, who, yes, hangs his hat here in Kerrville, Texas. And he just loves to sing the classics, some Guy Clark, some Townes Van Zandt, some Bob Dylan, a lot of my favorites. Also in San Miguel de Allende is a young man named David Garza. He says I'm not the David Garza, whatever that means to you history buffs, but he definitely is from San Marcos, Texas, and he loves his audience, and he loves his opportunities in San Miguel de Allende. Stephanie Urbina Jones was just featured last year at a festival. This year there's going to be a music festival featuring none other than Texan Delbert McClinton, and hopefully his son. I suggested they bring his son in too. Now that festival's at the end of March, which is a very bad time for me to return, but I'll be tempted. So that's a little about San Miguel de Allende and Texas music. Right here in the Hill Country, we have a new publication, Heartbeat of the Texas Hill Country. Yes, it is based in Bandera, and when you read through it carefully, you will see that this magazine really uncovers some treasures in Bandera, Texas. First, the cover. Yeah, that would be Willie and Ray Price. Ray Price is no longer with us, but this magazine came out. Ron Knuth did a tribute to Ray, and it's in the magazine. The magazine, Heartbeat, features a column by me on the women of Texas music, and I had the joy of having my first column about our own Terry Hendricks. And I say our own because I use her book in my English class at Schreiner University as an opportunity for students to read her story and then write their response. Looking forward to opportunities to write about Patricia Vaughn, who will be at the March Coffee House at Schreiner University, to write about all of the local women here in the Hill Country. There are so many. And to cover some of the interviews in my book on the women of Texas music. Which reminds me, there's a woman named Lee Duffy, a songwriter, and she is head of the Austin Songwriters Group, and this is kind of a little bit far from Bandera in the Hill Country. But in January, toward the end of the month, look it up online, there's a 4-day songwriters conference in Austin, Texas. Again, I interviewed Lee Duffy for my book on the women of Texas music. She's done some writing with Merle, for Merle, Willie, you know, that group. So with that said, back to Bandera. Let me just give you a few highlights. This Sunday at 2 p.m., Kevin Higgins and Barbara Maltese, you may know them as part of the Cosmic Dust Devils, but now they're playing as American Ghost. I mean, I should have the name better. It's a tough name. Let me just Ghost of the American Road. There you go. Ghost of the American Road tour, and their last concert for this year is in Bandera, at the Blue Coyote on Cedar Road, and that's right there in the middle of town. And it'll be at 2 o'clock, and it's only a $10 donation. And you know what? I'm going to go explore Bandera Sunday. Also, Archie Blues plays, the 11th Street Bar and Grill, the Longhorn Saloon, many places to enjoy music. Gary Wright plays every Sunday at the Longhorn Saloon on Main at 5 o'clock. So, a couple of other things in this wonderful magazine. Greg Forrest, who is the editor of the magazine, he also has the hillcountryfilmgroup.com. Look them up if you're interested in film in the Hill Country. And my buddy Dave Kemp, I love his music. He often plays with Duke Davis. He also plays with his son. He's writing a column called Gravel Roads. So if you enjoy living life in the Hill Country, you will enjoy his column. And last but not least, hillcountryvisitor.com. Hill Country Happenings, a magazine that runs my column on the road. The hillcountrycalendar.com. Now this is where you can just find everything going on in the Hill Country. Listen again, the hillcountrycalendar.com. And with that, there's always more, and I'll see you on the road.